How many of us truly believe that our thoughts shape our lives? How many of us woke up today and deliberately created our future, knowing that every thought and action can transform the reality around us? Most people don't, not because they can't, but because they don't truly believe it's possible. But what if I told you there is a way to break the habit of being yourself and design a new future, starting right now? Welcome to this summary of Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself: How to Lose Your Mind and Create a New One by Dr. Joe Dispenza. This book challenges the belief that our lives are fixed by external circumstances, explaining how we can instead shape our reality by changing our thoughts and emotions. Dr. Dispenza uses neuroscience, quantum physics, and a blend of ancient wisdom to show us how to reprogram our minds and manifest a new personal reality. Let's dive into the journey of breaking the habit of being yourself, chapter by chapter. Chapter 1. The Quantum You. Dr. Joe Dispenza opens by explaining that we are not limited by the laws of physics and biology that govern the material world. Instead, we are also quantum beings, meaning that our thoughts and consciousness influence the fabric of reality itself. He explains that our current environment, behaviors, and emotions are habitual patterns that we have memorized over time. And if we want to change our lives, we have to change the way we think. He introduces the idea that, at the quantum level, all potentials exist simultaneously. The future you desire already exists in the quantum field, but you must change your mind to experience it. To tap into this infinite potential, we must break away from our old, habitual thought patterns. Chapter 2. Overcoming Your Environment. Most of us live on autopilot, stuck in a repetitive cycle of thoughts, actions, and experiences that mirror the past. We wake up, go through the same routines, see the same people, experience the same emotions, and then wonder why our lives don't change. In this chapter, Dispenza explains how our external environment reinforces our internal state, keeping us trapped in the same reality. To break free, we must consciously think greater than our environment. This means breaking the emotional and mental ties to the familiar experiences and people in our lives. We need to imagine new possibilities and start acting like the future self we want to become, instead of being controlled by the past. Chapter 3. Overcoming Your Body. Our bodies have memorized our emotional patterns to such an extent that they influence our thoughts. If you've ever felt anxious and noticed that your body seemed to know how to feel anxious, even when you didn't want to, that's because your body has learned to think for you. In this chapter, Dispenza explains how we must overcome the body by breaking free from the emotional addictions and physical habits we've formed. Just as someone might be addicted to a drug, many of us are addicted to emotions like stress, fear, or guilt. To create a new reality, we must teach our bodies to let go of these emotional patterns. Chapter 4. Overcoming Time. Time is an illusion, according to quantum theory. Most of us are stuck either reliving the past or worrying about the future. We let our memories define our identity, and our past experiences create expectations for the future. In this chapter, Dispenza argues that we need to become present and break free from this time-based thinking. The key to transformation lies in the present moment. When you are fully in the now, you open yourself to infinite possibilities. This is where we begin to rewire our brains and create new neurological patterns, instead of being trapped by the past. Chapter 5. Survival versus Creation. Most people operate in a survival state, constantly responding to stress, fear, and external threats. In survival mode, we use the primitive parts of our brain that are designed to protect us from danger. This is useful when we're facing an immediate threat, but harmful when it becomes our default state of being. Dispenza explains that in order to create a new reality, we need to shift from survival mode to creation mode. This requires activating the higher, more evolved parts of our brain, allowing us to tap into creativity, joy, and limitless potential. To do this, we must break the emotional addiction to survival states and instead practice states of being that align with the future we desire. Chapter 6. The Science of Changing Your Mind. Now that we understand the need to change our thoughts, Dispenza dives into the science of how this works. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, plays a crucial role here. Every time we think a new thought, we create new neural pathways. Over time, these pathways become stronger and form new patterns of behavior and emotion. Dispenza explains that changing your mind is not just about thinking positively. It's about rewiring your brain by repeatedly practicing new thoughts and emotions until they become your new habits. He also introduces the idea that, just as nerve cells that fire together wire together, nerve cells that no longer fire together stop wiring together. By no longer thinking the same old thoughts, we can literally prune away the neural connections that keep us stuck in our old selves. Chapter 7. Meditation and Transformation. In this chapter, Dispenza introduces the concept of meditation as a powerful tool for breaking the habit of being yourself. Meditation allows us to quiet the analytical mind, access the subconscious, and begin to reprogram our mental and emotional patterns. Through focused attention and intention, we can change our brain waves, align with the quantum field, and start manifesting a new reality. Dispenza outlines several specific meditation techniques that help us get into the present moment, visualize our desired future, and embody the emotions of that future reality. By repeatedly practicing these meditations, we can start to live as if our future has already happened. Chapter 8. The Quantum Field and Your New Destiny. In this final chapter, Dispenza brings everything together. He explains how our thoughts and emotions interact with the quantum field to create our personal reality. By aligning our mind and emotions with the energy of our desired future, we can bring that future into the present. He emphasizes the importance of staying consistent and not falling back into old patterns. The key to lasting change is to embody the emotions of your future self every day. By doing so, you are broadcasting a new signal to the quantum field and attracting a new reality. And there you have it, the path to breaking the habit of being yourself. It's a journey of transforming your thoughts, overcoming the limitations of your body, breaking free from the past, and stepping into a future you've consciously created. Dr. Joe Dispenza shows us that change isn't just possible, it's inevitable if we commit to thinking greater than our environment, body, and time. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.